about to sit down and chat with you guys, but I'm gonna put the Christmas tree on first. So we have a nice background. Okay, got background, got some lighting, and we're gonna have a little bit of a chat. We're gonna have a bit of a different video to the usual. Lucy's behind me washing up, so if you hear some noise, that's what that is. But yeah, today's a little bit different, but it's a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of an update, a bit of a documentation of some stuff that's been going on, which I haven't been talking about in the usual vlogs. And this is kind of to do with health and stuff like that. So basically, recently I had a very small surgery procedure over in Makati, which I was not expecting to have at all. And for the last couple of weeks, it's kind of been, if I'm honest, totally on my mind. It's been hard to think about anything else. It's been hard to fully get into the Christmas spirit. I didn't want to mention it on the vlogs because I was still waiting for some test results and stuff like that. So let's go back quickly. I'm also making this video because I kind of want to put a message out that people should get things checked if they're not sure of something, or even just routinely, even if they think they are sure of something. It's important to look after ourselves, look after our bodies, look after our health, that kind of thing. So let me take you back 1 year, no, maybe a year and a half. Basically, I've got a lot of moles on my body. I've got like moles on my face, on my neck, on my legs, arms. I'm very moly, so much so that my sister used to play Count the Mole when she saw me. She said,
dot to dot, wasn't it?
That was another one, dot to dot. And when we were younger, she was like trying to count all the moles on my face. Anyway, since Lucy and I have been out this side of the world, there's a lot more sun exposure, and we were doing a lot of traveling, a lot of time at beaches, islands, out in the sun every single day. So I thought about a year and a half ago, let's just get routine check all my moles, see if any look dangerous, see if any look different. I didn't think any had changed, but there was a few things I was concerned about. So I found an amazing skin doctor, dermatologist in Makati, shout out to Corderm, and I met her and we chatted through, she checked my skin, but not all of it, only kind of the ones I pointed out, because there was one here which I was thinking might look a little bit different, but she wasn't concerned at that point. So she said, come see me in 6 months. Went again in 6 months, same thing luckily, totally fine. Went away pretty reassured. It was then in lockdown when Lucy's friend put something on her social media saying she had a mole and it had changed, and she went to get it checked, and it actually was a melanoma, which is a form of skin cancer. And I was like, wow, I totally forgot about my moles. Okay. Thankfully, she is all okay. She got it removed and she was updating her followers on her social media and stuff. So I thought, right, that's a good reminder. Let's book in an appointment, just routine, just a checkup. Hopefully everything will be fine and it will just be like the previous appointments that I had. So I go there and we look. I've also had two on my head, two big moles on my head, under my skin, under my hair. And when she looks at those, she goes, I think those have changed. I think those have got slightly bigger, because she remembered them from before. She said, I'd like to remove them. She said, I don't think they're dangerous, but if you want, we can remove them. And I was like, kind of like, okay, I've wanted these gone actually for like years now. Whenever I brush my hair, whenever I get a haircut, the barber always catches them. It's just annoying. So I thought, okay, let's definitely get those two. And whilst I was there, she actually decided to check the rest of my body and have a closer look at all the moles on my body. So she identified a few that looked a little bit different and a little bit strange. So there's one in particular that she's concerned about. So at that point, I'm kind of like, oh dear, I've never been told that before. You've always had a look and you've said, looks fine, looks fine, looks fine. So as soon as she said that, my heart sort of dropped a little bit, and I don't know, you start thinking the worst, you start thinking about things. She said, I actually want to remove that and send it off for biopsy straight away. And I was like, okay, cool. When can we do this? Like, let me know when you've got time. She said, today. I'll put in some clips here. Didn't film much, but I did film a little bit. Okay, I'm robed up. And luckily, Lucy did a little coffee run, so I have a coffee and had some food as well. And they've basically put anaesthetic on some of the moles, the two on my head and two on my let's go wider. One kind of round here and one kind of round here. And we're getting them biopsied and removed today, which I didn't expect. I just came in for a checkup. Like I like to do a yearly check, and I didn't expect to actually be doing anything today. So this is a little bit, didn't have much time to mentally prepare for this, but there we go. It's a good thing to get it done. So this is me kind of like in the gown. Suddenly, so at this point I thought I was just going for a routine appointment, thought it was all gonna be fine. And then suddenly I'm in this gown and I'm about to be lying on this table and having like this procedure done where like a part of my skin and my mole is being completely removed and cut out of me. And I like had no time to mentally prepare for that day. I had no idea that would happen so quickly. So I had injections in my side to numb the area, and then they did the removal of that. And then at the same time, they actually removed the 2 on my head as well. So I was in there for like probably around an hour.
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah. I was outside waiting.
Really?
Yeah.
So the whole thing was probably about 2 hours. Oh yeah, because we had to go and extend the parking on the car. So the ones on my head, I wasn't worried about that. There was no pain. She numbed the area again. The only thing I felt was like some scraping because she got them off. I wasn't too worried about those. That was more my choice to get rid of those 2. But the one on my side, I was like kind of thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have to wait for test results. All right, guys, we are out and I have to wear this on my head, and I'm just hoping that I don't bump into any of you guys or anyone who watches the vlogs with this on my head. I mean, it could just look like I've dyed my hair very dark black.
Yeah, maybe. There's like a big bandage on the back of your head, so if anyone sees that, it's obvious you've had something done.
Yeah, all good. It went very well, apparently.
What an unexpected
Totally unexpected day. Totally.
Yeah.
I thought I was just going for a checkup type thing.
Yeah.
And turns out we had 3 procedures done at the same time in one day.
Yeah, I'm surprised they could fit it in on the same day actually. I thought in the UK you'd have to wait weeks for that, wouldn't you?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it is like a private place. It was expensive. I'm glad it's done, glad it's sorted.
Yes.
Just waiting on one little result.
Yeah.
Which
next week you'll go back for the stitches to be removed.
Yeah, so yeah, did not expect any of this today. I thought I was just going for a checkup. I was hoping they'd all say, yeah, everything looks good. But there we go. Good to get these things done, guys.
Yeah,
if you're putting it off yourself, go and get it done.
This is a little reminder, yeah.
Anyway, fast forward a little bit. Fast forward 1 week and we go back and I'm thinking, oh my God, this whole week I haven't really been able to relax because we haven't had any results. Lucy had to, I think there's some vlogs where you can see it under my hat. I didn't mention it at the time because I wanted to wait until I had some results and I was filming this video. I had to have dressing on my head and dressing on my side. I couldn't go to the gym for 1 week. No, it ended up being nearly 2 weeks. Lucy had to redo all the dressings on my head every day with some cream and some like antiseptic stuff. And also on my side. Had like a huge bandage on my side and bandage on my head and stuff. I also had stitches in my side, so I couldn't like lift up or walk downstairs too quickly because it would like pull against the stitches and it'd be painful. It also meant I was useless around the house. I couldn't do the vacuum cleaning and washing up. Like I couldn't do stuff. I was pretty much useless. We were still trying to get all our vlogs ready before Christmas. It was hard to focus on that, to be honest, because it was on my mind so much. So we go back a week later for the second appointment, and when I walk in, she doesn't say anything. She just goes, oh, have a seat and we'll have a look at your head and we'll have a look at your side, see how it's healing. And it was at that point I was thinking, oh my God, if it was good news at this point, and don't worry, the story gets a lot better. I've actually had a result now and everything's fine. But it was at that point I was thinking, if it was a totally clear result, she would have surely just told me straight away to reassure me. So she then says to me, okay, they've had a look at the mole and they agree that the cell structure is, what's the word she used, abnormal, or she said not too good, doesn't look good. They need to do another test, but a current consideration for what it could be is a melanoma. Which, to be honest, scared me a lot because I've never been told that. The whole thing was like, totally came out of nowhere. I just thought it was a routine appointment. So at that point, I was like really down. Lucy was quite upset about it. She was in the other room, she could hear it all. And yeah, we had to go home. But she said, because it's the Christmas period, we're gonna get this other test done to see if it is or isn't. Thankfully it isn't. We've had the result back a few days ago. But at that point we didn't know, so we had to wait another like, what we thought would be until the 6th of Jan. So over a week, over Christmas, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, it was gonna be
okay, like 3 weeks waiting over Christmas, we thought we would have to wait. I was kind of, I kept telling myself stuff in my mind like, if it is, then it's already removed, it's good. But at this point she'd already checked my back in more detail and she's like, there's 3 others I kind of want to look at if this one is bad because they look similar. But she said if it's a good result, then I won't be concerned about those other ones. So I was pretty much, so since that second appointment where she said it could be, I've been pretty much freaking out about it. And I just want to say at this point, I feel for anyone who has had medical results and it's not come back the way that you wanted, because even the not knowing was like torture, because I don't know, you start thinking about like future plans and costs, like long-term health, what you're gonna do about it, could you have done anything to prevent? You start thinking about all these things. We're still trying to go out and make fun vlogs. We're still trying to enjoy our lives and go around and do stuff. We're still trying to have Christmas. We're still trying to do all this stuff. But it's just this lingering thing in the back of your mind. I couldn't go to the gym, so whenever I don't work out and exercise, my mood dips anyway. And it was just this very, very weird period in time. So I just wanted to kind of make this video today to say if anyone is putting off going to make that kind of appointment for anything, it could be anything, you just feel like something isn't quite right, go and do it. Because the peace of mind that you get when everything's all good is so relieving. We were actually, it was the day after Christmas Day, we were still at Mike and Ellie's, and the doctor actually personally texted me, which I was so grateful for, saying she'd had the result and she had to text me straight away. Everything was good. It was just a benign thing, absolutely nothing to worry about. Go and enjoy the rest of your Christmas, enjoy the rest of your break, your time off. And I was so happy at that point because it was a relief that was lifted after weeks and weeks of kind of wondering and weeks of almost life being on hold a little bit, because I didn't feel like doing much. I didn't feel like seeing friends. I didn't feel like going out. I didn't feel like vlogging that much. I didn't feel like, actually the filming the vlogs was a little bit of a distraction, but as soon as it came back into your mind, like you wake up and then you remember, it's just not a nice. But there we go, that's a little update. I just wanted to kind of document that. I also want to say thank you to the guys at Corderm because they've been awesome. And this is no way, we're not in affiliation with them or working with them on this or anything. Paid full price for all the treatment. It was expensive, put a little clip in here. And then the further test was a little bit again on top of that. So yeah, gonna wrap up here, but I just wanted to document that part of my life and just say to anyone who's considering getting things checked, just go ahead and do it. And obviously a huge thank you to the team that helped me, and thanks to Lucy who helped do all my dressing and stuff. Have to say it's so nice having these gone. Yeah. I can just brush my hair
they're
fully now.
Gone. They were lasered off and they're like completely flat. It's crazy.
Totally gone.
Yeah, huge relief. It wasn't a nice feeling, like you said. I mean, I know it wasn't on me, but...
Yeah, but it was kind of, you were involved.
Yeah, your mind just races every second and you say, what if?
And I did know that, I mean, there are worse things that can happen with that type of skin cancer, but usually you can get it removed and cut out and that's job done. To be honest, I hadn't thought further than that. That was my worst case, get them all removed and we'll be fine. But just so happy that I don't have to go through that.
Yeah.
And of course...
It's just a big relief, isn't it?
Yeah, and just thinking of anyone who's had news and results that they weren't hoping for. So that just got to be horrible. So yes, there you go. A little different video today, you guys. Come back tomorrow for another usual vlog. But if you are new around here, this is not the type of video we usually make. But this is our vlogging channel. This is our kind of documentation of our life and what goes on. And I think it's important if I can make one person go for a checkup and they need to get something sorted, then that's helpful, because it was only because of Lucy's friend that I made my appointment. Yeah. And that was just one person that I saw. Yeah. So you never know, this video could help someone. Yeah. We'll see you in the next one very, very soon, guys. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.